Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to this men's fragrance channel. Hope you're doing fantastic today and enjoying the summertime. Yeah, today I want to show you 10 out of 10 really perfect dupes of more expensive fragrances that come really close to original, and they really impressed me. So if you're interested, stay tuned guys. So before we start guys, I saw that more than 80% of my viewers are not subscribed yet to this beautiful YouTube channel. So please guys, it doesn't cost you anything, it's totally free. Please just hit the subscribe button, like this video, it really means a lot to me and really helps me out to make more videos for you guys. Yeah, and without further ado, let's start this video. First up on this list guys is the only fragrance where I'm not quite sure if it is discontinued. I think there are some legal issues nowadays, but I think it will come back. This is Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra, and of course it, like maybe you see it already, it's an Oud Wood clone. This one is just fantastic guys. I think I have this in my collection now for half a year or something, and it developed quite nicely. I think now it's better in longevity and projection than it used to be in the beginning, but I loved it from the first sniff guys, because it really comes so close to the feeling, to the DNA of Oud Wood. Really for me like 90% the same, and I really enjoy, I had a lot of samples of Oud Wood and I really enjoyed the DNA, but the price tag was really always an issue for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Tom Ford, they reformulated, and then now it's really fleeting Oud Wood. Like I said, the samples just last on my skin. Sometimes they variate. Sometimes there was like 4 hours, sometimes 5, sometimes 3 hours, and I really was not convinced to pay such a price to get poor longevity and projection. So I think if you have the same feeling, if you just want something in the same vein, if you want something that smells really posh, really high-end, but for a fraction of the price, I can highly recommend you Woody Oud to try. And guys, if you can't find this, I will look it up for you guys, and maybe if I find a link, I will link it down below. But if you find this for a good price guys, around like 30 euros, really go for it if you want something in the same vein and don't want to pay that price tag of Tom Ford. I love Tom Ford in general, but just with some fragrances I think it's not worth to spend that much money on them anymore. And I'm quite convinced that they bring it back anyways, because the juice is so good with Taffer or Maison Alhambra. So first on the list guys is Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra. Next up guys, also an Oriental fragrance. We have a lot of Orientals in here in this list, but this one is just a beautiful fragrance. If you like Montblanc Intense Café and have never heard of this fragrance guys, really you have to try this one out. This is Dahab Safi by Bahit Al-Bakur, and this one is just amazing stuff guys. Also with Montblanc Intense Café I just had a sample, but I really enjoyed this chai latte kind of feeling of the fragrance, but like with Oud Wood, it was always a little bit too pricey for me. You have to pay around 100 euros, and here you get this beautiful 100 ml, I think it's 100 ml, yeah it's 100 ml, for around 13 euros to 15 euros, so it's so damn cheap guys. And I think when it comes to smell, if you really enjoy this rosy oud combination combined with this chai latte feeling, it's more like milky coffee also here, and the same with Intense Café. I never really understood why it's called Intense Café, because there's not a really intense coffee note in there, but anyways it's a beautiful smell, and this one is also really beautiful. But here you get more like a honey sweetness, that the rosy sweetness also really prominent, but in a beautiful way. The rose in here really smells like it's dipped in honey, and I think it's beautiful, unisex, and damn cheap guys. Price value on this one is just amazing stuff. You have to reapply because it's not that strong like Intense Café, but guys, for that price you can overspray and just put an atomizer in your bag or something and respray it. I think this is such a damn good price value fragrance. So if you're interested guys, really try this one out. This is Dahab Safi by Bahit Al-Bakur. Next up is a fragrance guys I think a lot of you already heard about. I think this is just amazing stuff. I got so much good reaction with this already and I love it. Maybe not in the highest heat, but it's really an all year round fragrance. This is Mustache by Rojas, the Eau de Parfum. That's really important because there's no toilette that smells really different, really barbershoppy. This is not really barbershoppy. Here you get a really beautiful clone or dupe of Tuxedo by YSL, which is like a €300 fragrance. I think this comes really close to Mustache and is easier to wear. That's what I really like about this. From autumn to winter to spring, it's just like such a beautiful all-round ambery, vanilla, spicy fragrance. There is I think pink pepper in here. Beautiful stuff. Smells gentlemanly, smells divine, smells a little bit metrosexual, but in the best way possible. Beautiful stuff, and like I said, I used to wear this a lot to the studio, so to work, and a lot of clients gave me compliments with this one because I think it's a little bit different. It's so easy to wear. It reminds people of something they already smelled, but it's so unique and beautiful, and I can't get enough of this. And like you see, I put a really nice dent in this 125 ml bottle, and it's damn cheap, guys. Sometimes just wait for a good price, because sometimes you get this here in Europe or here in Germany for like around 30 euros, and that's just such a steal, guys. I think this is beautiful. Also, I really enjoy the design of the flanker or of the fragrance. So this next one is Mustache Eau de Parfum by Rojas. So next up is quite a new fragrance in my collection that got quite hyped in the community or online on YouTube, and I've heard about what this should clone, and I was quite convinced of trying it, so I bought it. This is Mahia Legacy by Taffer. A really kinky, funky bottle, guys, with this horse head, but scent-wise, this should dupe or is duping in a way Sadly by Parfums de Mali. For me, not to 100%. This has its own identity, and it's more like a mix-up of different fragrances. For me, this is like around 80% the same like Sadly. If you don't know, Sadly by Parfums de Mali is this beautiful minty, lavender, limey freshness that you get with this fragrance. Quite sparkling and so refreshing in the summertime, but it costs around 200 euro because it's a niche fragrance. It's a Parfums de Mali fragrance. I in general love the house of Parfums de Mali, but sometimes when it comes to the fresher fragrances, I'm not quite convinced to pay that amount of money for like a fresh kind of blue fragrance. And here, like I said, you get 80% the same. You get this beautiful pineapple, minty, limey opening. Where's the sprayer? There. Good sprayer on this one, and you have this kind of sharp fougere kind of opening. Sometimes this reminds me in the opening a little bit of Platine Egoist, so you get this sharp metallic fougere freshness that I kind of really enjoy, combined with this beautiful slightly sweet lavender that is so soothing. Really beautiful stuff here. The only downside for me personally, but it's maybe not the downside for you guys, is in the dry down. You get in the far dry down after like 6 hours, I get this tonka bean and Ambroxan base that I am not the biggest fan of personally. That is really modern, that I get with Prada Luna Rossa Eau de Parfum, Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Eau de Parfum, and some other fragrances like Armani Eau Parfum. But here the first 6 hours are just beautiful, guys, and if you consider that this costs you around 30 euros, it's a really good price, and it's the fragrance that comes the closest for me personally what I smelled so far to Parfums de Mali, Sadly. And if you're still looking for like a cheaper alternative for the summertime now, guys, really grab this one. I think it's beautiful even if you don't like the bottle. So the next one on this list is Mahia Legacy by Taffer. So moving on to a designer fragrance that dupes a fragrance that is so much or over talked in the fragrance community, and maybe you already know what I'm talking about. It's Creed Aventus, and the dupe is Montblanc Explorer, guys, and this one is crazy good, I have to say, because in the first place, when I got this, I was not the biggest fan of it, but nowadays I've smelled really the newest batches because a friend of my mother is wearing Creed Aventus, and I tried it out. Different batches, I think one of 2020 and one of 2019, and this one comes so close to that fragrance for a fraction of the price, guys. And if you're really looking for this pineapple-y, woody gorgeousness scent that is so easy to wear in really every situation, that is really masculine and has this cheaper vibe, then you really should try this one out. It's really simple, of course. Like I said, it's a little bit spicy with pepper. Then you get this bergamot, pineapple-y, fruity freshness combined with this woody base. But it works and it's beautiful for every day. I think it's such a beautiful office scent. And on discounters you get this so damn cheap for, I think 50 ml is under 50 euros, which I think is a good price. And like I said, it comes so close to the original. So don't spend your money, guys, on Creed Aventus anymore. Get this one instead. This is Montblanc Explorer. Next up on the list, guys, also an oriental fragrance. And also here they really cloned the bottle, they cloned the fragrance. But I still think it's a really good clone or a really good dupe. This is Oud for Glory by Taffer. And yeah, if you don't know, there is a fragrance that is called Oud for Greatness by Initio that looks quite the same and smells quite the same. But this costs you around 30 euros, and the other fragrance, Oud for Greatness, costs around 300 euros. And what can I say? This DNA is beautiful. You get a Baccarat Rouge feeling, in my opinion, that is a little bit more masculine. So if you're a guy who's considering buying Baccarat Rouge, but maybe it's too unisex for you guys, then really try this one out. And this one comes really close to Oud for Greatness. I still think Oud for Greatness is the better fragrance, of course, but here, for this fraction of the price, you get such a good performing and beautiful fragrance that is really modern, and I like this kind of stuff. When I first got this, I was expecting something really different because I was expecting a more woody experience here. It's really more, you get this airy, fluffy, beautiful saffron woody combo, and that is beautiful in the air. I wore this quite sometimes when I was going out here in Cologne, and I quite enjoy it, and people around me seem to quite enjoy this fragrance on me. Just don't overspray it with this fragrance because it is potent. This is really potent stuff, guys. But I think if you want a really good dupe and a really good fragrance for a night out, for like a fraction of the price of the original, really try this one out. I think it's just one of the best dupes out there. This is Oud for Glory by Taffer. And last but not least, guys, there is a fragrance that maybe some people wouldn't really consider a dupe. For me, it is so close that you could consider it a dupe. So this is Sadi Riflesso, and this is a beautiful scent that strongly, really strongly reminds me of YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. And still, guys, nowadays La Nuit de l'Homme is a beautiful fragrance, a beautiful spicy cardamom, slightly sweet fragrance that I really enjoy. I have it in my collection, but it's, yeah, firstly, it is really pricey still, and it's fleeting. On me, just I have to overspray with like 20 sprays if I want to smell myself over like 3 or 4 hours. Still, like I said, this DNA is just beautiful, and here you get a stronger version for me personally. For a fraction of the price. I think this costs around 20 euros or 25 euros, and it's just beautiful. It's really close, but here the cardamom is not that amped up. Here is more like a caramelized apple note in here, but also here you get this beautiful spicy, fresh, sweet combo. Beautiful stuff in my opinion, and this one is such an easy grab, guys. You can easily wear this. I think it's easier to wear than La Nuit de l'Homme, to be honest, even if La Nuit de l'Homme is really easy to wear, because you can wear this to the office, you can wear this to a date, you can wear this anywhere you go, to a night out, and you will smell refined and really yeah, romantic. I think this is kind of a romantic scent DNA. I really enjoy this one. Maybe you do too. Really check this one out. I think this gets not a lot of hype online, so if you want something in the same vein like La Nuit Long, really check this one out. This is Sadi Riflesso. And guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and comment this video. Tell me what you think about these fragrances. What are your favorite dupes to wear to a night out or to the offers? And like I said, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Really helps me out. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy your day, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.